what's up, guys? Welcome to the late night stream. It's very late at night, almost 2 a.m. in the morning. Tonight's stream shall be called New Pack Split and New Mega Break, question mark, and Mega Dream and Live Card Shop. Let's say Fresh Mega Dream, because we do have Fresh Mega Dream. All right, that's the title. Let's see. Let me write down, I had some funny title ideas. I'm going to write down 2 of them. And all right, there we go. Let's toss this away. We're going to throw these out. What's this tag submission? We made a change to your tag submission. All right, that's fine. We'll throw this out as well. Click. All right, what we got going on over here? So, whoa, there's already 3 orders in the queue. What the hell? Can I get 7 boxes? Oh, we were going to look up the price on those. Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. John. I didn't get a chance to look. We'll look at that. Since you've placed that order, we'll take a look at that and see what we want to do with that, okay? So let me close these additional windows that don't need to be open. We've got too many windows open. And then let me share the live stream in case Alex hasn't. Nope, Alex is here. Did you throw up CS Men? Did the other Mega Break? It did, yes. We've got 2... You guys got to vote. Shining Tyranitar or Nidoking for the next Mega Break. That's your options right there. Nidoking and Shining Tyranitar. Now, they might have very different prices from each other, so I got to figure that part out too, okay? But we're not done setting up the stream. Let me turn on the iPad here. We're rocking and rolling now, guys. So this stream has to end early. I've got a doctor appointment in the morning. Another doctor appointment. Well, I close this up. Let's open this. Here we are. We're going to close this. We're going to close this. We're going to click on this bad boy. All right, we'll get out of here. I would like to stay up extra late with you guys, but we have a very important doctor appointment. I've got a date with the little cup. How fun is that? Let's see. Karis is having a surgery today, basically. But this surgery is easy. Okay. It's not like a full-on surgery. All right, there we go. Whew, Hathim, CS Man, Alex, second shop of cards ATX. Patrick is here. What's up, Patrick? We got Mr. Isaac Thomas. We got Eric. We've got Dylan. We've got Albert Austin. How's it going, Albert? All right. New pack split, new Mega Break. I don't think we need a question mark for that. The new Mega Break is going to happen. So, let's try and find direct prices for these things. Nidoking, Aquapolis, right? Yeah, he's a big one. So the Nidoking's pretty pricey. I'm seeing him right now. There's a cheaper Japanese one. That's even located in Germany. Now, how about this? So that's Shining Tyranitar. Now, mind you, if I wanted to do the PSA version of the Nidoking, he would be like, what, 8,000 or 6,000, some absurd price. And here is the Shining Tyranitar. So, let me just see what we paid for the Shining Tyranitar. I think we acquired him recently. How long will the stream be today? Just a couple hours, okay? We're going to wrap up probably before 5 a.m. Let's see. Shining Tyranitar. We acquired him some time ago. Okay. And then how about... is it called Crystal Nidoking? Is Nidoking... CGC 10. How about that? Wow, we bought the Nidoking 2 years ago for 1.4. That's pretty good. That's a big flip, man. So, you know, people are sometimes kind of negative about the CGC 10s, but they do go up in price. It's a fact. Shining, no, Nidoking, Aquapolis. All right, so let me take another look at this. Okay, one more time. So I'd set both of these aside as potential mega breaks. The Nidoking's a bigger break than the Tyranitar. You guys want to vote on it? So I'll give you some fake numbers here. They're not the final numbers, but let me pick the Nidoking first. Okay, so this one would be $40, 1 in 103. And the Tyranitar would be all right, here he is. Oops. Divided by oops. All right, so the Shining Tyranitar is a little bit better price-wise, but there could be a good reason for that. It could be the case that the Nidoking is more desirable. So that's what you're looking at. 40 and 103, 41 and 75. Now that'll be turned into, like, you know, mega sublists, but that's effectively how it'll work out. Okay, so take a look at those two things. Take a look at the two cards in question too. You need to see what they really look like. All right, there you go. You get much. Oh wow, it feels so different from Tag. You know what? Tag's got something going for it, man. The Tag slabs feel nice. CGC's nice too, but Tag feels rich or something. I don't know how to describe it. All right, those are your two options. This got to be roughly 1 in 75. It would probably be rolled up to 1 in 80, to tell you the truth. And this one might be rolled down to 1 in 100. I tend to round up or down, but I haven't decided 100%. But there it is, Nidoking and Shining Tyranitar. Let me go ahead and get you a poll. Ready? Yeah, if it's a mega, it won't be 100 spots. It'll be sublists, right? But let me go. Oh, yeah, let's get the website up, too. You guys have been using the website a lot, so let me get that running. Turn that down a little bit. So first of all, let me get this running. Okay, the website's pinned now. Now, the second thing, we want a poll. New mega break. Nidoking, Tyranitar. Okay, so you guys vote on that. If you know you're not going to buy it at all, don't vote, okay? If you're somebody who definitely is going to buy in, definitely vote. Let me pause this. All right, so I don't got to hear myself. The new mega break. Who won the other mega? LaFlame. LaFlame, he bought in at a whopping $400 and pulled it. So he got extremely lucky. And it was really impressive to watch. Can I buy all the spots on the Tyranitar? That's a great question. That is a great question. I haven't picked his final price, so give me a chance to do that, okay? When he's been voted on, we'll decide which ones becomes the mega break, and technically you can buy all the spots, but he's actually not done. He might be 1 in 80. All right, so at which point you might go, maybe I do not want that. You're wild, man. Okay, let's see what that poll looks like so far. Everyone's leaning toward the Tyranitar, it looks like. Let's see that. There's only 13 votes. 103 is crazy. Well, you'd be owning probably one of the most prestigious cards in the hobby. You'd be owning a crystal card from the Aquapolis series. So, you know, it doesn't get a lot better than that, to be honest with you. We have 15 votes 40% Nidoking and 60% Tyranitar. Let me do some other research. I'm going to do something else as well. All right, let's see. Neo Destiny, right? I want to look at some other prices, some other discrepancies. What's his number? His number is 113. All right, so what I am doing now is we are going to take a look at Neo Destiny Shining Tyranitar to understand his price a little bit better. All right, and then how about the Nidoking? So I've looked at a little bit at that. So this is Aquapolis Nidoking. Whatever one we choose is going to be around for a long time. So what are Nidokings going for these days? Oh, there isn't even one for sale. You can't even find a Nidoking for sale. We might end up doing Nidoking then. Based on my knowledge of the way cards work. I know Nidoking's the larger break, but it's the fact that there's none for sale on eBay makes me more interested in it as a break. That is very fascinating. All right, so I am actually leaning toward the Nidoking myself now that I know that. Just a little more research. Crazy how fast research can change your opinion. So we're going to end that poll. There were only 18 people who voted anyways. That's not really anybody. We only have 40 people in the stream right now. Oops. That doesn't close that for everybody, right? Okay, let me go ahead and end that. Okay, so I think I've made up my mind. We're probably going to focus on the Nidoking since he is not available for sale online. That makes me more interested in it. All right. Tossing this over here. And let me grab this little shining Tyranitar. Have no fear, though, in the future, this may become the break. So he's definitely being considered to be the mega break in the future. Are you open to selling the Tyranitar? No, I got to save him for the break, probably. I mean, there's a price where I'll sell him, but it doesn't really make sense for you to buy him at that price. So, I mean, you can do it just because you like me, but after that, there's really no reason. It is. We're looking for cards that'll be good for the break, you know, Mr. Seisman. Set this back down here. Okay, so this Nidoking is what we're going with. Now we have to choose a final price on Nidoking. Let's take a quick look over him. Any swirls? Centering on the front's really good. Okay. Wow, he's actually a really good copy. This Nidoking looks extremely nice. There's no giant white dot on the back of the card, and the front of the card's very clean, in fact. Huh. Okay, well. So he's a very nice. This will cause his price to be on the higher side. Let's grab this. So he gets a high-quality sleeve. Yeah, take a look for yourselves. Look how nice that is. No white dots. Not seeing any huge print lines in him. Not seeing any huge print lines on the front either. He could use a nice little wash with like a wet towel or something. The slab has like fingerprints all over it. Whoever I bought it from didn't keep it clean. I wonder why CGC, though, if the card is good. It is. All right, very nice. Well, you can always mess around with trying to cross-grade it if you want. I'm not going to mess around with that. All right. I don't have time. Let's see. We're going to grab this. You know, if it had a big glaring flare, like strong off-centering or big white dot, something like that, that would certainly lower the price on him. All right, say hello to the new Mega Break. You're going to see him a lot. If he had a big swirl, that would make him more expensive. He has no swirl. Turn this up a little bit. Okay. Divided by 40, 103. So how were we doing it? We were doing it divided by 400 at a time, right? Okay, so let's try this. So it says I should have 10.3 spots. Let's just make it 10 spots. All right, let's make it 10 spots, shall we? Gentlemen? There's two ways to buy in. $40, 1 in 10 over 10. Or you can buy in at $400, and it is 1 in 10. So that is the mega. 1 over 10 over 10. Okay. Oh, I don't like that. If I gotta stare at this all day, it's gotta look nice, you know? Let's do 103. So as you can see, just like I was saying, we actually rounded down on this one. I did it twice. Why did I do that? It can't be that way. It's got to look nice, you know? I'll go nuts if it doesn't look nice. I honestly will. I just know I will because I have to stare at it on the table. And my eyes will notice the flaw in it for too long. And it'll just make me really frustrated. Let's try this center here. Maybe I'm writing it wrong because it's not in the center. You know how it is. Okay, that looks nicer already. All right, that looks way better. And then we need to write this down again. I watched a bunch of video game reveals tonight. God, it was so bad. Made me depressed. Over 10 compared to 400, which is just 1 over 10. Okay. I really feel like we're in this time period where no one's making anything good. FromSoft does. Good for them, man. All right, here it is, the new Mega Nidoking. And I think that means we have to update the channel over here. So this should say breaks, ancient origins, battle styles. Okay, I don't think we have it in the menu. Cool. So the reputation went down and the label sucks. Got it. Dang, CGC. Oh, you guys talking about CGC. So here's this, the last round of that. Boop. CGC is cool. I don't hate CGC. It's tricky, though. It is tricky. CGC, they introduced the CGC Gem Mint in a way that I think that, in my personal opinion, they did it wrong. When they said they were announcing the Gem Mint 10, what they should have done is they should have said, send your 9.5s in for regrading, and we'll either upgrade it to a 10 or downgrade it to a 9. And although that would have been really unpopular with the people who owned them, I think that that would have been an important decision to make, because what it would have done is it would have kept the value of their 10s really high. And then I think the 10s should have had the same label as the Pristine. They shouldn't have had different labels. Should have been the same. Okay. So getting all the apparatus prepared for this mega break. This is the mega sublist. Automatic upgrades into 10 was a mistake. That's what they did. All 9.5s automatically upgraded into a 10. Big mistake. Really hurt their reputation. What they should do today is offer to buy them back if they're really bad. That's what they should do today. Ooh. Would you trade my trainer from yesterday, pack split, for a spot in the trade slab? Let me take a quick look at that. Give me a moment here, guys. Lucas Lange, right? What is this music? I don't want to hear this crap. Hell no, dude. Bit off center. Thinner on the right than the left. Let's check the back of the card. Yeah, it's got a print line in the bottom corner here, too. I will have to turn down the trade. It's not valuable enough to me as a raw card. If it could grade 10, see that right there? Can't really see it. I don't like that right there. So that's, you know, if it was just a bit of off-centering on the front here to the top, thinner on the right than the left, you could offer a little more maybe and get a spot in the trade, and I'll still send this in and gamble on it, but it's probably a 9. And then let's see. Well, you don't really have much else to trade in, though. Yeah. Maybe you could trade in the whole bag. I mean, I'd probably do it for the whole bag at that point. But those would be just junk cards to me. So the big difference between a card I think that has any quality to it and a card that I think is junk. It's unfortunate that the trainer does not grade well, though. Here it is. So there's a top side off centering and then a scratch on the bottom right hand corner of the card. Most likely a 9, but maybe if I'm super lucky, it's a 10, but probably not. He says you can do it. Okay, so let's get you a spot in that break slab. Break slab would be a lucky thing if you pulled it. Let's try this out, Mr. Lucas. Okay. So you've converted this into a spot on the trade. Okay. And as you guys can see, we have a new pack split now. We have this Gym Heroes card pack. We're trying to pull Misty's Tears out of here. If you pull Misty's Tears and it grades 10, it's a $1,000 card. So it's a $43 buy-in with the $1,000 card. It's just a common card, and it's $1,000. You still get the holo out of the pack, too. So potential 2 major chase cards could come out of one booster. That's why that's so exciting. Here you go, Mr. Lucas. Lucas, for part of the fun, why don't I put you on a giveaway, too? Put you on a giveaway. What's tonight's giveaway going to be? Let's get this guy running real fast, TCC giveaway. I'll put you on this as well, okay? Let's get you on this thing. We'll hit refresh. I bought out the pack spot. Oh, the pack split. He bought this out, guys. All right, give me a second here. Okay, we're going to say TCC, all lowercase. Damn, bro. He said, give me some Pokemon. All right, so everyone can get into this lovely Raichu vintage giveaway card. And I don't know what it's worth. It's probably worth like 25 bucks or something. So let me write myself down for 25 bucks. Here we are. It says I've given 100. Now I'm going to be giving away 125 total. Okay, good. How'd that ruin the card game, though? I was saying in general, 95% of Pokemon collectors don't play the card game. Maybe Pokemon should have printed more product. I'm talking about the card game, not the scalpers. Oh my gosh, my whole face is numb. I removed my wisdom teeth just now. Oh, that sucks, dude. You had a dental appointment to remove your wisdom teeth? That's no fun. I had a tooth pulled on my right side of my face. When I was younger, Mr. CS-Man, I was really poor. And I couldn't afford dental because my family couldn't afford it. And then as I got older, I still couldn't really afford it. So I had a tooth go real bad. And they had to pull it. And so I didn't get like a root canal. I didn't get like a implant. I just had it removed. And so I'm missing a tooth back there. And after that tooth got removed, you know what happened? All my teeth shifted. And my wisdom tooth came in on that side of my face. So it's like it ruptured through the skin, the wisdom tooth did, and now I got a chewing tooth again. So weird. So I guess that's maybe what the wisdom teeth are supposed to be able to do, is give you an extra tooth in case you need it. Let's take a quick picture of this. But yeah, so if you remove them, you can't do that anymore. But if you can afford dental the whole time, you probably won't ever need to. Here we are. Yeah, wait, we're live on the wrong cell phone. We are live on the wrong cell phone. What is going on? Oh, no. Can I still charge it while we're live? This is no good. I can't charge it. Oh, this won't do, guys. We're going to have to end the stream. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. We're on the wrong cell phone. It won't work. I can tell you why it won't work. It won't work because as the stream goes on, it'll be forced to be plugged in, but this holder will not work with that charger. So we have to swap to the other phone. Oh my gosh. I got the wrong cell phone. This is the streaming phone. Hold on. Oops. This one right here. That's the streaming phone right there. I got the wrong phone in my hand. All right. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. It's 25 minutes long, and then I'm going to start it back up again, okay? So I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. We'll be back up live again, and I'll service all the orders.